New York Giants fans? This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. I think we're going to do two topics today because I was reading in the New York Post that Daniel Jones is not 100%, which we all knew. And he's turned into a pocket passer because of that. And it's his inability to run that is stifling the creativity or the Giants' offense. And now he's a pocket passer. Well, no duh. The only problem is Daniel Jones was really never a scrambler his first season. And I think people seem to forget about that. Daniel Jones, his first season in 13 games, only ran for 279 yards. So it's in 13 games he ran for 406. So, he has doubled. He's come close to doubling that total. But he was never the big scrambler his first season. He was a pocket passer. So why all of a sudden is he the creativity and his ability to scramble has limited him? Okay, we're just making excuses for the guy now. And that's fine. If you want to make excuses for Daniel Jones, that's fine. It's not going to bug me either way. But you can't sit there and tell me that his scrambling is what's limiting the Giants' offense to not scoring 20 points in the last 5 games. It's Daniel Jones' inability to make the big play that's doing that. It's Daniel Jones' inability to have any type of pocket awareness or pocket presence is doing that. It's Daniel Jones' inability to read the defense and make the pre-snaps adjustments, which is doing that. Not his inability to run. And yeah, he was a pocket passer the first year. So now we're saying that he's not a pocket. Now he's not a pocket passer. Nope, not a pocket passer. He's a scrambler. He's Michael Vick. He's Lamar Jackson. He's Steve Young. He's all the other guys that were before him. He's going to rush for 1,000 yards. Listen, if you want to make excuses for Daniel Jones, that's fine. That really is fine. I've said that a minute ago. That is 100% fine. But can we ground the excuses in reality for a minute? Can we just do that? Because then it's, the wide receivers aren't getting separation. And the wide receivers aren't doing this. And the line's not doing this. It couldn't just be we got a quarterback whose record is 7-18 in 25 starts. Like couldn't be it. He hasn't beaten a team with a winning record. The only quarterback in the last 2 years to beat a team with a winning record right now is Colt McCoy for the Giants. Can we just land back in reality, or do we have to take a direct flight from Crazyville? Let's just be honest. I just love the people that can't be honest about Daniel Jones. And then I love the people that go, well, what about the Bills, man? If they would have just dumped Josh Allen, where would they be now? Here's the problem with that argument. Josh Allen has improved year to year. He completed 52% of his passes the first year. He completed 58 the next. He completes 69 now. And everyone's like, well, he didn't have Stephon Diggs. No, he was solid, in 19. He was solidly improving from his statistics. He went from 10 touchdowns and 12 interceptions in 18 to 20 touchdowns and 9 interceptions in 19. And now he's gone to 34 interceptions with 9 touchdowns. And he is more of a scrambler than Daniel Jones, but he is more of a creator than Daniel Jones. He's rushed for 631 yards, 510 yards, 418 yards. He's rushed for 25 touchdowns, 1,559 yards in 42 games. He creates. Daniel Jones's runs are by design. And I love it because they even had, someone even sent it to me as the Pro Football Focus, the highest yard per carry per quarterback on design runs is Daniel Jones. And league history. Or no, not league history. I'm just joking about league history. But I always said that they have a stat for everything. 42% of all football fans who watch on Sundays that are within the 18th percentile will tell you that 22% of the time they can find you a statistic. Come on, guys. Daniel Jones does not know how to create. There's a problem. The inline problem with Daniel Jones is he does not have what they refer to as he's got football talent. He could throw the ball well. He could throw it on target at times. But he just does not have that feel for the game. He does not have that natural feel, which is fine because not everyone has that. That's not something you can teach. But if you're using, if one of your, I'm going to say if one of your defenses of Daniel Jones is has the highest yard per carry of any quarterback on design runs at 6.9, that tells me he is not a scrambler. That tells me he's not a creator. He's not an innovator. He's running because Jason Garrett is telling him to run. That's what that tells me. That tells me he does not have the awareness to take off. You see it in the pocket. I don't want to say he gets confused. He gets flustered. He's not sure whether he should tuck it, throw it, or toss it out of bounds or take the sack. And like I said, we got to teach this kid some pocket awareness because he's going to get himself killed. Now he's taking sacks not even from the blind side. He's not sensing. He's not sensing the sack when it's coming directly at him now. You know what the best thing is, the guys that love Daniel Jones? You are going to get your wish. You are going to get year 3 of Daniel Jones. And I have said this before, and I'm going to say it again. If we whiff on Daniel Jones in year 3, this will set the team back at least 3 to 5 years. And people got to be, well, what do you mean by that, Tim? And it's basically not written, but it's written in NFL, the laws of NFL history. It's just a part of NFL history. You whiff on your starting quarterback and you have to go back into the draft to find another one. You're looking at least 2 to 3 years for your quarterback to progress to the point that you need him to get to the Super Bowl. How long did it take Eli Manning to get to the Super Bowl? How long did it take Phil Simms to get to the Super Bowl? We had a dearth of quarterback talent between Simms and Kerry Collins. And we got lucky with Kerry Collins. Kerry Collins, of course, got cast away from the Panthers and then from the Saints. And we picked him up and he turned his life around. I did a podcast a couple years ago, and it's a bad Kerry Collins joke, but I still think it's funny because I got a lot of crap for it. This was like a podcast like 2 years ago. I told people that I told the people on the podcast that I didn't like Kerry Collins because I don't like quitters, and the guy said, "Well, what do you mean you don't like quitters?" I said, "Well, he gave up drinking." So in my mind, he quit. I'm sorry, I thought it was funny. For a person that drinks a lot, I thought it was funny. But like I said, we were in a desert before we got to Kerry Collins. And like I said, and then we were in another desert till we got to Eli Manning. So if you whiff, it happens, and it does happen, you're going to set your franchise back. Now, if you're a guy or if you're a fan that's only seen Eli Manning play, don't comment. Because you don't know anything. You saw a guy run with a 16-year run win you 2 Super Bowls, break every single Giant record. You don't know. Your bad years of quarterbacking is when Eli threw for, like, his last full season, he threw for over 4,000 yards and 20 touchdowns. That was your bad year. You didn't get to sit through the Jeff Rutledges or the Bruners or the Craig Mortons. You didn't get to go see that. You didn't get to see the funness of that. Because you know what, there is some bad quarterback play. And right now, like I said, Daniel Jones, is he going to have the ability to lead us in Dallas or versus Dallas? Not in Dallas, of course, because we're playing at home. I don't know. But don't make up this crap that he can't run. And now he's a pocket passer. He was a pocket passer his first year. I'm sorry. When you only run for a little over 200 yards in 13 games, 279 yards, you are a pocket passer. 279 and 2 touchdowns. A scrambler is Josh Allen, who ran for, like I said, I forgot. It's not flustering. Who ran in 42 games for 1,559 yards and 25 touchdowns. That's a scrambler. That's a scrambler. So you can't compare the two players. I liked Josh Allen when he came out from Wyoming. I liked Josh Allen. I liked him better than Rosen. I liked Darnold better than Allen. But I had a feeling he was going to be a good pro. I didn't know he was going to be like what he is now. but you just had a feeling that he had that sixth sense. He had that ability. He had that swagger. Our quarterback doesn't have that. And I like when someone else said to me, you know what, I don't understand why fans say ours and theirs, and, it should be in us when we talk about teams. You know what? I've been watching this team since 1976. I was a season ticket holder for 25 years. I'm allowed to say our team, my team. I'm allowed to sit there and tell you when I talk about the Giants, because I've been through this. I've been through the good. I've been through the bad. I've been through all of it. So like I said, if you're a kid that's only watched Eli Manning, you can't talk to me about Giant history. Because all you know is one quarterback. And right now, like I said, and there's plenty of other YouTubers out there who will tell you the same thing. Daniel Jones may be a great kid. Daniel Jones may look good on paper, but Daniel Jones does not look good in the pocket. You can blame the protection. It's funny. Eli Manning, when he had his bad years in the bad offensive lines, no one blamed the bad offensive lines. They always blamed Eli Manning. So now we're playing the game. It's let's blame everybody else except for the person that's actually taking the snap from the center. And I'm not gonna sit here and have a Daniel Jones bashing party, because I want the Giants to win. I want the Giants to beat the Cowboys. I would love to go to the playoffs. Hell, why not? Hell, I like having a competitive game or a game that may actually lead to something in December for a change. But let's not think we have something that we really don't have. And we don't have a scrambling quarterback. They're designed runs. I've been saying this for weeks. Jason Garrett, especially these big runs in Philly, Jason Garrett knew that Philly over pursues. So what's the smart thing to do? Have your quarterback run. Let the rush come up the field, open up the center of the field, and have your quarterback take off. And my problem is we got a quarterback that can't run past the 5, because evidently they put a speed bump there. Oh, it's going to be fun. We're going to do his Dallas preview. Probably not going to do anything on New Year's, but we're going to do something. Probably not going to do anything on New Year's Day either. Yikes. Well, we'll probably get up with something on Sunday before the game or so. I hope everyone has a great and safe New Year's. Hope you guys have a lot of fun. Hopefully 2021 is a lot better than 2022. We've actually set up the new online Big Blue studio, and so that's going to be fun. We got a whole bunch of new computer equipment. We got a bunch of monitors. We got everything rocking, and we're going to do a lot of fun new stuff going into 2021. So again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could subscribe, if you could ring that bell, I think what that means, that'd be awesome.